Hello and welcome to What is Crypto? I am your host, Crypto Sherry. In today's video, we'll be discussing what is Sarcophagus, where does it come from, how does it work, what use case does it have in real life, and what future does it have in the crypto space. Before we dive in, let's do a quick history lesson to understand where the concept for the project came from. A sarcophagus is a tomb made of stone typically displayed above ground. It was used by prominent ancient Egyptians as a religious means to preserve a body after death. They would wrap the body and embalm it to ensure the body stayed preserved as part of the mummification process. With that in mind, let's talk about the project and what they are trying to accomplish. Sarcophagus is a token that was built on the Ethereum network using the Arweave protocol, a protocol making permanent online data possible. It was created by a global team of software developers and crypto enthusiasts who saw the need to create a Deadman switch to secure important documents in the crypto sphere. I'm sure, like me, you're asking yourself, what is a Deadman switch? A Deadman switch is a switch that can be physical or digital, and it is designed to be triggered when the user fails to perform an action, such as if the person were to become incapacitated due to death, loss of consciousness, or being bodily removed from the controls they may be running. They are typically used on trains and mechanical equipment in the case of fatal instances. So, how does it work? We have to dive into some terminology before we discuss this that is heavily used in sarcophagus light paper. The tomb, the interface where you may deposit or retrieve data from. An embalmer, a person wanting to store data. An archaeologist, a third-party entity who is incentivized to store your data by being paid by the embalmer to do so. They have no way to see or access the data that is being stored by the embalmer due to the double layering of keys. Embalming, data you are wanting to store or embalm. It will be double wrapped in 2 key encryptions by the embalmer and archaeologist. The token works in the way that if you have data you are wanting to embalm, you contact an archaeologist and provide the data that has been pre-wrapped by you, the first layer or key encryption, for them to wrap the second layer with the agreed upon pricing between both parties. A recipient is chosen for the sarcophagus with a time limit for the data to be released to them. The recipient can be yourself or a person of your choice. When the time is up, the archaeologist digs up the data and unwraps his or her layer with their key encryption and collects their fees from inside the sarcophagus. The recipient is then allowed access and can sync their wallet to the tomb to obtain the data and unlock it using their key encryption. A sarcophagus can be changed in that they may be unwrapped and reassigned a time limit to a later or sooner date as desired. There are many use cases for storing data via this way. Let's dive into some. A will and testament may be stored, and the chosen recipient will receive the documents at the designated time by the embalmer. Or another scenario may be that hiker goes on a dangerous trip for a week and sets a sarcophagus to be released if they do not return by the end of that week, giving location and details of where they were for police to do a follow-up. Maybe your company has sensitive materials or passwords that need to be locked away until the chosen time frame, or in case of loss of data. As you can see, there are many options, and any way you choose to use your sarcophagus, you'll feel safe knowing that your data is being stored using 2 encryption keys and no outside sources that can access it. In keeping with the theme for Halloween this month, I am pleased to announce a recent collaboration was formed between Spooky Souls and Sarcophagus. Spooky Souls is an NFT project that is dedicated to making life a little easier with their cute and friendly ghosts that speak of everyday life in a meaningful and comical way, because who doesn't want an adorable ghost begging for Ethereum? If you're interested in more videos on specific coins, please like and subscribe. I am your host, Crypto Sherry. Thank you for watching. If you're wanting to dive deeper into Sarcophagus or Spooky Souls, I have posted the links to their information in the description box below.